Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And I literally lit this candle in the back, but it's like you can't even see it, so it's not creating that little fall vibe.
Who got beef with me? Girl, you don't want to compete. I'm too fast on my feet and you know where I be. Making you mad is my specialty.
Today we are going to be talking about dating apps. Now, for some of you, you probably use dating apps all the time. It's probably like in your regular routine of life. But for me personally, I never really used dating apps. So when I became newly single, I was like, why not try dating apps just to see basically what all the fuss was about and why people use them so often. And I could literally, first things first, the dating apps that I did my test on was Bumble and Tinder. Those are the two dating apps that I use. So I'm gonna be speaking on my opinion on both of those apps in this video and the dating experiences that I had on both of those apps. I think the 1 or 2 months I used them. So I would say all in all, I think I'm gonna say which one I enjoyed the most, which was Bumble. And I'm going to say why, and I'm going to say the negatives and the positives of Tinder and Bumble, both of them. Okay, so basically, I recently broke up with my boyfriend, and I was just like, you know what, let me just test out these dating apps and see, which one's best for women. And I was on there for about like 3 days, and then I started to get my first matches. And I wrote down like things I don't know if I should talk about things I don't like first or talk about my dates I went on. I'm gonna talk about the dates I went on first. So basically, I think the first date I went on was with this guy, and he was like cute in like a nerdy way, and he was so tall. And I was like, oh my god, like he's like one of my, like a type that I have. And so I went on a date with him, but I was really scared and nervous because I've never met anyone online before. So I was like really panicky, like, oh my god, like this could be like a catfish situation, or like I could get kidnapped. Just all these things were running through my mind. So basically we had a date at this place he likes to go to a lot. We had a date at this place he likes to go to a lot, and he met me there. Before I say anything, before I met him, I FaceTimed him and we had been texting. So I made sure to FaceTime because I want to make sure that he was who he said he was. So I feel like that's the first thing you should do. And if the person doesn't want to FaceTime, I feel like you shouldn't be talking to them anyways, because clearly they're trying to hide something, and it just doesn't seem like a safe thing to do, to go with someone you've never seen before. So we met at this bar, and it's not like a bar that I would have went to on my own, but I would say it was an interesting experience. So I would say the date went, and me and him had went on, I think 2-3 dates. We went on 3 dates, I think. Yeah, I think 3. Yeah, we went on 3 dates. And the first date I thought was really cute. I thought it went really well. And he was like 6'5", so he was super tall. So like that attracted me immediately because I love like men who are tall. And he was really nice to me. This is from Bumble. He was super nice to me, and like all the dates were like super cute to me, and it was just like a really like cute experience. And he took me out to dinner a different night, but those 2 times I think we went to 2 bars. Like on the second date we went to 2 bars, first date we went to 1 bar. And like it was like a bar dash, like there was like a dance floor, and like I don't really dance, but he wanted to dance, and like he dragged me on the dance floor even though I didn't want to dance. But I thought it was super cute, and I thought it was funny, and I was like laughing at him because he made me dance, and he was dancing, and the way he danced was like super funny. So yeah, I thought that was going really well. Like he really charmed me, and I thought it was just going super well. until he texted me and told me that I was too extroverted. So I was just like, okay, I guess, whatever. It's probably something else, but he said I was too extroverted. I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't really care. And we played Mario, like Super Mario Karts, and I'm super competitive with video games, so I was like yelling and like, you know, cursing, just being really aggressive. And I guess he thought that that was too much and that I'm too extroverted for him. So I went on a couple good dates, had some steak. It was a good time, but I was just so annoyed and like just so, but I was just fresh out of a relationship, so I could probably see how maybe some things that I did, which I'm not gonna say, were probably really weird and annoying. Because I was fresh out of a relationship and I was looking for conversation, I was looking for someone to talk to, someone to basically replace what I was missing. But I'll say if you're fresh out of a relationship, give yourself at least a week or two before getting back in there, instead of doing like me where you just jump straight in, which isn't a good idea because you're really not ready even though you think you are. So that brings us to date number 2, which was from Tinder, which I had to look up. So date number 2 was absolutely horrible, and I had brought my friend because I was like, let me just bring her just in case, you know, I don't want to go by myself. So we had met him at this bar, like these bars in Atlanta, like everyone goes to, like it's just group bars, everybody goes there. And I was like, it'd be easier just to meet. We just met there. And so everything was going great. Like everything was going like chill, everything was super chill. And then it got uncomfortable because he was just like a sloppy drunk, and I don't like people who can't handle their drinks, because me myself, I can handle my drinks. So if you can't handle your drinks as a grown-ass man, like I don't want to fuck with you. Like there's no conversation for us to have. Like if you can't handle your drinks, like what? Especially because the guys I've been talking to have been 30 and up, and it's like, if you can't handle your drinks at 30, when are you gonna be able to handle them? Like I can't wait for you to handle your drinks at 40. Like, so he was just a terrible drunk. And he was really like touchy-feely and just being extremely inappropriate in front of my best friend. And after we were at the club and the club closed, he's like, oh, why don't you guys come just chill at my place and we could just, you know, hang out. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And I was like, that's fine. So we both went to his place and we were hoping to get, you know, some food. So he's supposed to be ordering us pizza, and he ended up ordering us pizza from Tampa. But then he later sent me a picture that he ended up ordering pizza from a place. But it's just like, the first place he ordered from was Tampa, Florida. I'm like, are you so drunk? I literally took his phone and was like, this says Tampa, Florida. Are you insane? And so basically, he was basically trying to fill me up, like pulling up my skirt, and I pulled my skirt back down. I was like, hey, don't touch me. I was like, it seems like you're trying to make us fight you, because I don't know what you're trying to do, but I'm not trying to do it. Like, I already told you, like, I'm not interested in doing any of that. And he was just being so touchy-feely, and he made me so uncomfortable. Like, I was so, like, mortified. And he also, me and my friend, we were all, like, sitting. He, like, literally tried to pull up my shirt in front of my friend. And I'm just like, what is going on right now? What is going on? And me and her were just like, you know what? We're done. Like, we're gonna leave because this is not okay. Extremely comfortable, extremely embarrassed that I even brought her there, and like, why were we there? Which might sound bad, like, oh, what do you think was gonna happen? But it's just like, I've gone on people's houses before and nothing has happened. Nothing like that has ever happened to me. So just like, the fact that he did that just says like, you just can't handle your drinks, and you just need to learn how to handle your drinks. Like, you're a grown-ass man. Like, how do you not know how to handle your drinks by now? Like, I don't get it. Like, how can I put down more drinks than you and be okay, and you drink less than me, and you know, you can't handle them. But you know what's crazy about the first person I dated on Bumble? I was thinking that like, oh, I'm not gonna talk about him in the video because everything's gonna be great, but no. Date number 3. And surprisingly, date number 3 was from Tinder. And my 3rd date, and I'm actually still talking to this guy now. And I'm gonna, even though I'm still talking to this guy from Tinder now, I'm gonna tell you guys why I prefer Bumble. But let's just talk about him. Like right now, we're still talking. The first day we went on, we got tacos, and he's really nice. We're still talking now. So I'm not really gonna expand on it. We've been on, obviously I've been seeing him ever since the last date. So we've been on a couple dates. We've got pizza, you know, we hang out. So yeah, that went really well. I would say the first time I met him, I thought he was gonna be a catfish, in which I'm pretty sure everybody thinks that of me, which is why I always say, like, let's just FaceTime so that there won't be that, like, underlining, is she real? Is he real? Let's just, boom, get that out the way. So basically, me and him have been just, you know, chilling. I have deleted Tinder, I have deleted Bumble, but that was my intentions after I finished my little thing for this YouTube video. I intended on deleting both of them because I really have no interest in swiping right, swiping left. I feel like it's really tedious and it's kind of like a bad habit I feel like to get into. And I just don't like the process of going this and this. It's just so boring, and it's just something like I just am not interested in doing. But I'm still seeing the guy from Tinder, so I would say Tinder's not that bad if you meet the right person, especially if they're a real person and you think they're a catfish and they have to bring a real person, which makes it even better. But I would say if you go into these apps, male or female, with the right intentions, you could end up meeting someone that you could keep seeing. And let me just say this disclaimer. I did not go into any of these apps looking for a relationship or a boyfriend. That is not something that I was looking for. But I did not say to any of these people what I was looking for. I did not give out any hints what I was looking for. I wasn't looking to lead people, like, I don't know. I was just trying to, someone who was chill, someone I could, like, who I could hang out with and not have any issues with. I just wasn't looking for anything serious at the moment. I just got out of something that was serious. I was looking for something that was chill, relaxed, someone I could have fun with, hang out with, go to different events, you know, things like that too. Go to bars together, go to dinner, someone like that. Nothing too serious. But now I'm going to go into, let me just talk about the things I like, why Bumble is, I prefer Bumble as a dating app. I feel like Bumble gives you more information, and they not require, but they give you an option for more information. You can see their sign, their height, what they do, all the things like that, like all in that little thing. And they give you like all these little options if they like dogs, if they want kids, all these different things, which I really like, because to me it's like liking dogs, that's a plus. Your height, that's a plus. And like I can really which might sound bad, but I can really differentiate someone who I want to talk to. I am a taller girl, so yes, I care about height. Like at the end of the day, I do care about height. If you're tall, you're gonna care about someone's height. Like, look how big my hands are. You think I don't care about height? I do. But yeah, I think it's good for that, and it shows you a lot of different options on those little things. They give you so many different things of information, and then like under each picture they put like a little like description, bio, all these little things that just make the app just more interesting when you're swiping. Like you get to read more, you get to learn more about the person, and at the same time, as a woman, you have to initiate the conversation, which I think is interesting. And then, you know, the guy will either respond or he doesn't, but usually they should respond if they swipe right on you. Like obviously if it says you're a match, then they're gonna respond. Yeah, that's the one good thing about Bumble. It's like once it says you're a match, you have to like initiate the conversation, or it's just gonna end within like the next 24 hours. You won't have that person there anymore. So I would say Bumble kind of gets, you know, your confidence going somewhere where you have to respond. And I would say a lot of the guys on there were immediately trying to, you know, meet up, just, you know, stop with a lot of gagging, which you should appreciate, because it's like, you know, no one wants to keep going back and forth on the app. There's only so much you can get from texting. So I would say going on a date is probably the first step, and very important for you to get to know the person and kind of feel them out, especially as a woman, for your safety. When you do go on these dates, you should always, I suggest sending your location to your friends and family. And if you don't want to send to your family, send to your friends. Just telling people where you are, you know, being sure to FaceTime him in advance. Feel him out. I would say talk to him for 2 to 4 days before you go on your date, and or whatever you feel comfortable. I can't tell you when that is. I realized when I was on Tinder, I was kind of just swiping right and left because it doesn't really give you much information to give you a reason to really stop on the person's page besides to scroll through their pictures. You don't really have, like, on Bumble, you can scroll down and really read up about the person, but on Tinder, you kind of just boop, 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 and that's it. And I kind of didn't like that. I couldn't really tell much about the person from, you know, their page. It's like I had to sit and ask them all these questions before I initiated this. This is why I didn't like Tinder, even though I did find someone I liked on Tinder. But I'm just saying, like, Tinder to me just doesn't give enough. And the guys on there, from what I think, some of the guys on there just kind of want to hook up and have sex with you. So I would say if you're looking for something a little bit more than that, or if you're looking for sex, and you kind of just go to Tinder. But if you're looking for something a little bit more than that, you can kind of really feel a person out and see where their head is at. But if you're looking for something more, then I would say go to Bumble. As a woman, I would say Bumble is good for you. The men on there are honestly, they have good careers. They're just really good, you know, guys. Like, I would suggest that, going to Bumble to find a guy you like. That's just how I feel. Tinder is okay. It just isn't, to me, the best place for women to be. I mean, obviously it depends on what you're looking for, but if you're looking for something that isn't just a one-time hookup, then I would suggest going to Bumble. If you're looking for something like a little bit more simple, then to go to Tinder. I'm a little nasally. Ugh. But that's just how I felt about dates. 2 dates from Tinder, surprisingly, and 1 date from Bumble. So I didn't really explore the app thoroughly, but I've had a lot of conversations with people on there. And I didn't say what my intentions were. I didn't say I was gonna make a video. I just kind of, you know, had a conversation. I would say it's fun if you're like me and you don't get a chance to meet people a lot. And like, I didn't even know all these people. You wouldn't even know like the people that you live so close to, like that you could be meeting, like, because you don't leave the house, and you don't know where to go, or you don't know like what's popular, like where people hang out. Then it's really good for people like that. If you have trouble meeting people or you don't go out as much, I really do highly suggest dating apps for that reason. If you're like me, who doesn't go out as much, don't really get to meet people. But next we're going to be talking about the negatives of these dating apps. Okay, now let's talk about the negatives of these dating apps besides the obvious. Obviously with Tinder, you have to worry about, oh, is he just wanting to hook up? Is this person a catfish? All these things that are involved in dating apps. But I'm just saying the details that I've noticed that I just really didn't like. Okay. So, shirtless pics. I think shirtless pics are just very like, especially like if you, I've seen a lot of people who have shirtless pics that just don't have the body for it. And I'm just like, what the fuck do you even have these up for? Like, who are you? Who are these for? And it's just like really awkward when they have like a shirtless pic and it's just like, ew. And like you see their body and you're like, ugh. Like, it's like, why do you have a shirtless pic up? But a lot of like, I'm gonna call them AKA sugar daddies, have these shirtless pics up when they have literally no business having these shirtless pics up. So I would say, guys, chill out with the shirtless pics. Even if you have a nice body, to me it's like, I don't really like guys who are too into themselves. That's just me personally. Like, I don't like that. Pictures of asses. I must have seen it because I honestly don't remember seeing a picture of someone's ass, but I believe myself. I must have saw a picture of someone's ass and been traumatized. Don't post a picture of your butt on Tinder or Bumble if you're trying to get, oh my god, I remember now. These guys posted a picture of their ass, like, and I was like, what the actual fuck? So don't do that. That's an immediate turn off. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, nobody wants to see your ass. Like, this isn't Grindr. Okay, so another one I put on here was saying you're not a player anymore when you look like a foot. So basically what I'm saying is there's no point of you saying, oh, I'm not a player anymore, when it's just like, you don't look like you were a player to begin with, but at the same time, you look at it in women. Some people don't have, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, some people are interested, but I probably saw someone who wasn't attractive and saying they weren't a player anymore. And it's just like, in general, no matter what you look like, saying you're not a player anymore on your bio makes literally no sense, because automatically it's a turn off. No, I want to date someone who was a previous player to begin with, because I'm gonna automatically think you're still that same person. Guys with girlfriends. Literally, there's some people who are on Tinder specifically trying to find someone else to hook up with, to do a threesome with a guy and a girl, and I think that's very like, but that's just, you know, your preference. And another thing is, like, I literally was talking to somebody who literally had a girlfriend, and I honestly only wanted to go on a date with him for this video, and I didn't get to because he said, like, oh, I think you're too young for me. But before, I wasn't too young for him, but I think he's looking for someone who's more, I would say, weak-minded, who's not like seeing other people, who can't get other people, someone who's just willing and down, like, you know. But me, I'm young, I'm dating people, and I think he wants somebody who has less confidence than I do. But he was literally had a whole girlfriend, and he was on Tinder, and he said he had a girlfriend, and he said that, like, oh, I have a girlfriend, but is she the right one? But the fact that his girlfriend even put up with that, I don't know. But I would say if your boyfriend even asks you, like, oh, can I make a Tinder just in case, like, we're not compatible, don't date him. And even if he has Tinder and you're all still together and you find out, no. Another negative. Having pics with other girls. I don't care if she's your best friend. At the end of the day, when I'm swiping and I see a pic of you with another girl, I'm going to assume that's your girlfriend. I don't care if she is your friend. I don't know that. I don't care if it's your second picture, your third picture. That, to me, is still your girlfriend. Do not have any pictures with girls on your dating profile, period. If you are a male, please do not have any pictures with girls. Even if you look really good in that pic, just the first thing I'm looking at is that girl, not you specifically. Too many people is so annoying on dating sites, because you're kind of wondering which one is the person that I'm swiping on, and to me it's swipe left if I can't figure out which person you are. Even though one guy, he did circle himself, which I did appreciate. If you're gonna do that, circle yourself so people know who you are, and it's kind of funny that you did that. But for me, it's just not okay. Like, there's a lot of people on there who only have group pictures, and to me that means you're trying to hide something, as in yourself, trying to hide yourself within other people, and I don't like things like that. Just post pictures of you by yourself. If you're on these dating sites, somebody is going to swipe right or left on you. And either way, if people don't, then obviously they weren't the right person for you, but obviously if people do, those are the people you might want to meet. Having no picture at all. I don't know why people even think that somebody would even swipe right on them if you have literally no picture, or if you put a picture of an animation or a picture of quotes. No one's gonna swipe right on you, because I want to know what you look like. There's no way anyone is swiping right on that person unless there's something literally wrong with them. If you have no picture, don't post. Don't even make one. Honestly, I just feel like you might as well just put yourself out there, no matter what you look like. And even if you're insecure about yourself, just put yourself out there. At the end of the day, somebody's gonna be attracted to you. Like, you don't know what someone's type is, and people are so scared of, like, someone not liking them. Like, just put yourself out there. Who cares? Having terrible pictures. That's another thing. Do not post really bad pictures. Like, if you're gonna post a picture, post a good picture. Don't post a picture of you doing something really weird, or you just being like super drunk. Maybe if that's your personality, I guess you can post that, but just having bad quality pictures, or pictures where you can't really tell like what you look like, just don't post pictures like that. Post a good quality, clear picture where a person can see literally what you look like, so they know what they're getting into, instead of you posting something that can possibly be deceiving, which isn't really fair to the other person, but that's just my opinion. Having pictures with guns. maybe it's because I live in the South where I've seen a lot of people who have pictures with guns. And for me personally, that is a red flag. I do not want to date someone who has a picture with a gun. The fact that you even thought that taking a picture with a gun was okay, it's honestly, for me, a red flag. And I am not interested. But I just honestly think that it's just not okay. I mean, maybe you're trying to send a message like, oh, Second Amendment, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, it's just something that's not really comfortable for the other person. It's kind of like scary for you to be posting a picture with a gun to begin with. I don't really think it's a good idea. It's not really attractive. So maybe we should stray away from posting a picture with a weapon, especially a shotgun specifically. Unless you're into, like, you know, shooting those fake ducks, say that. But if you're just posting a picture with a gun, I'm just kind of like, what's going on there? Especially because we live in the South. And okay, so I pretty much think that is all for this video. I'm gonna be posting, obviously you guys are gonna see the little clips I have for my dates, which will not be that many because I was trying to just enjoy being on the date and not really record too many things, but I do have some clips. But also I would say what I feel like is be open to trying these dating apps, because honestly they're not as bad as I think that I thought they were. It's just something that I personally do not want to do. I don't want to get in a habit of swiping. I kind of just want to go out and try to meet people, which is kind of possible if you actually leave the house. But if you do not leave the house, I would highly suggest dating apps, or you aren't in a situation where you can meet people, or you're constantly working 24/7 where you can't physically meet people and you're a homebody, because once you finish work, first thing you want to do is go home, then I would highly suggest dating apps. But at the same time, I would also suggest not using dating apps, just going out and trying to meet people, because that's also fun. But at the same time, you could honestly meet someone really great on these apps if you try them. But honestly, for women, I definitely would thumbs up Bumble. And if you're a female, definitely go into Bumble, because there are a lot of great guys on there with a lot of great like qualities, and I would highly suggest you using it versus Tinder, where it's like what people say, people are trying to hook up. I didn't try all the dating apps because I honestly don't know what the other ones are, and I just don't have time to be going on every single app making a profile. But I would definitely suggest trying either one, either Tinder or Bumble. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something more serious, go into Bumble. If you're looking for something quick, not quick, but something casual, definitely go into Tinder. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you at least got some type of education on these dating apps, and hopefully you'll try one for yourself and not be too scared. And I also want to say to other people out there who are not confident about themselves, definitely post a picture of yourself. It really doesn't matter. Someone is going to swipe right or left on you. Someone is going to swipe on you, and it's just easier to post your picture than out here just catfishing people. It's just not okay. But has just using dating apps. For watching this video, I'm hoping I can make more videos soon and edit for you guys. Get right back into the swing of things. Make sure you guys like, comment, rate, and subscribe for more great content like this. I'll be back with something else. Who knows? But be sure to subscribe and like this video, and be sure to try out dating sites. You know, just give it a try. And try to go out a little bit more. Go to a bar or something. I don't know. Okay, bye.